Hello. So as of posting this video, this is the last day of Christmas officially. A little bit sad, but that's how things just go. And what better way to celebrate Christmas and talk about murder, mayhem, and mischief on Christmas. And this book got me through sickness. So yours truly was sick over the holidays. Not recommended, was annoying. That's how things go. But this book, listen, this was fun. So this is Andreina Cardani's The 12 Days of Murder. And goodness gracious, this was a fun read. Fairly quick read as well. I hope you cannot hear that, that's the laundry machine. We're gonna continue because I want to talk right now. So we have dual timelines. We have today, the present day, with a group of friends who are reviving an old Christmas, or an old tradition. They used to have this masquerade club at school where they would put up masquerades, basically murder mysteries, and do a whole thing. It's a really interesting thing to read about, honestly. The thing is, though, 12 years previously, one of their own disappeared and hasn't been found ever since. He disappeared under very, very mysterious circumstances. And now, 12 years later, someone calls them all together in order to revisit this old tradition, and things are revealed. Things go on. Things happen. So, according to the synopsis on the back, there is, this entire thing with the 12 years in the past. In the present timeline, they are meeting up in a remote, beautiful and remote country house in Scotland. And then one morning, the individual playing Lady Partridge is found hanging from a pear tree. So you got the song lyrics. And the partridge in a pear tree. Another thing about this book is that it really does deal somewhat with classes in England, in the UK. The differences between the upper classes and the middle classes, because our main character, our protagonist, is middle class. And she really has been feeling that difference. Ever since that disappearance happened 12 years ago, this group hasn't really been, she hasn't really been a part of the group. Certain members of this group have really been, celebrating one another, pushing each other up, and all. Listen, the things that are woven into the story is just. And I will admit, from the get-go, I was so prepared. And from the get-go, I was like, I hate this character, I despise that character, and I cannot wait to see them die. And then this story gets me to feel for them, see them as full characters. We kind of start off with stereotypes, and then there's just people. They're people. And I'm like, that's even better. Because when the murders happen, you're like, you do feel for them, but at the same time you're like, ooh, then what? And on top of that, there are 3 side characters who I like. Well, technically speaking 4, but 3 of them I like. There's the housekeeper who's hired to, take care of food and everything, and I really like her. And then there's basically 2 characters who function as a MacGuffin, and I adore both of them. One of them I was really inclined to hate from the get-go because the text kind of told me to do so, and I'm like, sure, I'm gonna go with that. And then it turned out I'm like, actually, I kind of adore this character. And the other one, I'm like, huh. And I adore that character as well. I'm like, okay. This book definitely got me through well, what might have been a rather shitty Christmas, honestly speaking, turned out not that shitty. I had a lot of fun with this book. Like, the things that happen, I'm like, it's really entertaining. I found this book extremely entertaining. So it's not just things that happening in the present timeline, it's also revelation as we go. What happened in the past? What actually happened? And I did not quite expect that. Like, there were things that I was expecting. I was not expecting that. No. I was kind of growing suspicious of the character who is revealed to be the main cause. But the things that character does, I'm like, they deserve what they get in the end. I'm gonna say that much. Because I don't want to spoil this book, but there's so many threads woven into this. I'm like, I had a lot of fun. So based on that, I can really definitely recommend this as a murder mystery mayhem holiday read. So I don't know how useful this video was. I really just want to gush about a book that I enjoyed reading that had to do with Christmas and murder. I'm finding that nearly slipped. I'm finding that I like that kind of Christmas stories, and I don't know what that says about me. But yeah, I will hopefully see you again in some other video of mine. Until then, take care and bless.